Deputy National Communications Officer, NDC. Reverend John in Tim Fojo, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Ascent South, Ranking Member, Defense and Interior Committee. Talking of Defense and Interior Committee, Honorable Collins Ousu Amankwase Randy and Ewa. Happy birthday, Prof. Magic Prof.
Yeah, Jack.
Pacho Apum
Dianke.
Nakadiaka.
Diakan, they say, Yamedian on farm matrimony to Bessorena, or more than Nadia can say Bayo.
Akogan also for Tim for Jomudiano.
Bayo,
don't ask him. Yametiasi. Prof. No Pesia does you say that they be away, my end.
A 20 year in Yacha
sanity, and that's the point. I mean, Doc. Guys, as some young girl.
Council. Now, I, Benjamin Ochre Ankra, PhD. I believe in one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church.
You confess one baptism for the
forgiveness of sins.
Forgiveness of sin. Oh.
And
a life everlasting or life of the world to come.
Yes.
Amen.
And I am here now. Also, here, dear.
Oh,
Ebenezer, you dear Beduni.
Amen. Amen. Ozovo.
Kana.
Obejan come and answer what the Beko review and san wash.
Kana. In fact, yet in some power and some dear say to be papa. Say, you man, the man post no one creative BB and ya. What was okay, Minister for Local Government Chieftaincy, Religious Affairs for what? The son of Special Envoy for Review of Prophecies.
Position here review of ecumenical and interfaith relationships.
And say no regulating commission. And you know, a default is only problem. Monfaka mefa for one commission number. And you be able to me acquire Fontaine Tanso. I type on the email diaba. But I think that is not a priority, and they will have to look at it. Apom to saying.
Oh, Yanko me when number also.
Yamiadom, yes, me. Sir, I need the commission regulation. Muncham kra, muncham.
Benzura,
Bra,
Maje.
Yamiadom be able to call Miss Mehuya.
The radius. Now, Opati Moboko.
Yamiadom be able to call. Sena opening the kind or say a train tea in Yacheswa. Nanso so when you are so out to me swallow space.
They said they were swallow the
Oh, Bibi Aboko.
Oh,
and that's so they say now was setting me happy. The me lecturer and a prof a sandwich me there. Because Roba for my small boy need any DBP. Until next time say, yeah, but maybe say why never.
But I'm innocent.
Production for
also for Kojas and also for Kojas and production.
It's a Jamaican penny for us. So I mean, you must share a I say, I'm saying any first time many professions na they be also meet and say Emre Ewa. And I'm a graduate years or so. I'm say after a minute, lecturer is here for the first time. You know, I'm say tuition the woman still school fees in Naka.
But when you come one ton on crying, school fees are
Uja mine reverend kwadi o reverend so me reverend
na mo de aboho
politician so politician aha na ke de aboho but when me chia ono so na ni etiefu so me chia wo mo nyana me da se
me nua romani mapa a ne boju ne gidie ho ensema me de agu pro so anopai oni mampani betu kwan ana se obekwa akwatia ana so ebia obekwa akohwa ya afo na orija no pay na ne nese fo na kasa
we 3 hours no me twanito and some no doors na emudu me tia fo na me tia opani ni menu anuma no ma hia ha Akogan owie school o me pay homage ti ana amashia na ha me de ne kwahye akire ho na mamia na kakra na say president as I say on top private jet na Ghana ha na on say ye de dodo na ya to na ya toma military no na president e tukwan a na ono so odeko na tadabia ya kasa anti niama ni bi wa otumu se wedi anka bebuwa me pa so niama di kan kapenti na ne kan akoye de enti ebi mo aka se president o hwe ne entofoforo na obi ka bibi mi nya kwan ko check ye ya me mpangu se president free mu anka be election foforo tadabia mama yemfa niama bi nto nchen yo because niama bi any a priceless life a priceless nti say ya hwe ne ye bebo car say kaka ne ye ka de he na ya
ane aye fun keka
so tell bia wo de car ne ye be jojo wa na mum kaka ne de wo vidiem na wo bre nti say ye betumi ato na ye wo hu sika de a ye nto na sabe say wo be hu president na okọ na wa full plane trotro o si ha na say waiting period o si ha na wote ho na wo twen ni nyina sabe enhye ye animonyam nti say de na ye wo no say yesiesie ne be ye de a ene yensiesie ne mum maye nka say amemnemfe ade aduane anya me da so yesi me nintimidi ni bisa enya ye ma experts ne hwe say betumi aye ne yie ye betumi asiesie na wo say o ka ye dada o hwe o phone so a akwasi mechanic Emmanuel electrician bana area bia obekọ bia so o hia obi a obetumi aye o ka anwadwuma ma so but so talk am na one here about 5 years now on mechanic da ni hia za o be service
za ba for be oni
ba for ben the BM na say benz no say ko ya bu program or ko full pavement meti ase Kokrokoo nam so obeka o ka wo form sign da o sand ya ko full pavement. Enti on a more serious note yemhwe na sebe du ba bia yemfa politics no ento nchen na enema ebetumi ayabo oman no yemhwe ne yenye na se susuampa ye behwe se ye president na oti ewiehiem na yesi adu ba bi force landing hwan no menye security expert and I will not pretend to be one omo hwe ne ye mo oman no se ye de dada na yesiesie ne be yi na de be ye adwuma yemfa nya adwuma ye hwe na enye yie na ebe haya si ebe ton ani aton ye pe ani ground no ni enkoto foforo because ye mpese sanse ma ebesisi a o man ye tumi nya ho ano yie no ebesi ebe to ye esi e ko by election emede anopai Mr. Tete Yohonu I'm proud to say ono so am student na oh yes
wabion
ofani me ye opportunity lo wasi wachinipa 8 ye videos ne pictures a kire say ye to aba no enipa bi ekọ attack ebinum omode ntokwa bae na police fo bi mu jejina ho omontumi anya hwe obi wo ho a otumu se so sumasi pa wa nyaniti anidim na obi kura ti aniti so ana bibia ebetumi de asama anya ba nti siase a choma ye ma mra na enu omundi na we nya suade ma ye se ye kwa akotia ye se kire wadwe na me kire madwe ye koto aba keke na obi kura notiso na nyame ato ne safre no entinka ni papa mu no nka ya awrehosemu ye di adwadwo nyina na nka ye koto aba fefefe ya to wi na obewini ne adina kosiso na we ntoka sembe na nkewo enti amayofo no ye besremu we have only one country called Ghana oni unua ye ba ye ahwe reverend ne akun edin komo fefefe and there's something funny amua aya omutie dodo na anim ne ye course behind the scenes omuhia omuya na mfufu omuya yonko omunya atamfu but especially omuba na mutie wote oba bia kasa aha ye nipa no onu so nipa no ye nyina ye nipa baako nti ye sremu mu kona mu koye mu campaign wo kan asem na to nipa asum na obetu ye campaign ye wo bia se nyame se wo nwini nti se nyame se wo be nwini so a wo be nwini ye nkoto aba no boko enkochinchim obinsa kasa ntwi kasa fi obani kasa me ba wo lecture ni bi kasa hwam
kasapa
yes aha enti mo fa kasapa ne kasahwiam enkodi nkomo mo wia mo nyina mbe sa betran kran ha ehum ho se mo ye nuanom mo ma ye mfa ntoko asem enko ho obi akọ Ridge Hospital said then see ukura camera ana wotwa video ba ko bi eno anajo obi send ma me nam se nurse ni se jania wo ye no ena obo ne nsa nurse ni a wo ye adwuma. There are two sides of this. Mama yenye investigation who exactly what happened. Na yem prayer who empathy judgment. So one pa video amimi hu yen abranche ne training sa e born nurse ni no. Video e wo ho o training sa de born no. Then pa na ba enti a o training sa de born no. Entwa yi nurse ni so then no di kan ye na yen hwe health sem no. Na ya obetumi akọ hospital. Na so mi busuani obre oda ha momra na mbabua na o kasa de mo complain mo kwa na busuani da oyare ebi kasa nye ebi ni ye bi nye enso so you say two wrongs don't make right. The fact say be a nurse no waye ne enye empo say no kra say obetumi atene on sade abo no enya ade a say so na wo de ho ode a kamyema o sekai kwa from please na kodo na gana yesu enya aduane ni enkan no say bibi to me see akasa enti obo nampa se bema wa boba me dem hu kura na ho yemo bema a wa boba an campus nurse ni ono woti ba bia na won se camera na so de nam hospital ho no obi so yare wa hwe a obi adagem na wa hwe a wo kotwa no is it allowed so obetumi afa camera se susu ampa nurse ni ye bibia enya sanka obetumi a report no ama ne superiors no mo investigation obetumi atwe nipa na so dem wo kura camera na wo de nam na wo twa obi da ho o fa ya obni ade na ode camera na mo no eno so nti papa yenye investigation na nia sabi anko yie bia nia sese ya twena so but yenka hu se ye wo man ba kope yenko ye niam ebe ma dachi ono nurse ni na any health personnel o gina ho no ye adwuma kora sabi na ne yam hyehye no SBS pen o teacher ni yes wa ye bibi ni akọ teacher ni esisi a yakobo nurse minka so wabo no na emu se wa mo na nka ye de mumma yakoma nko so tell bia ma wo let your head control your heart. If you let your heart control your head, you'll be in trouble. Enti yebesremu abjobro ye yakwa yiem encheye omi yen shase obia bibia very interesting tama ye babia in unionism ye nyina anokro Ghana babia ye di omi yen ka say last week ye na wie ndi asante asim ka choka bia na de dos dodo obi kura do anopos ye mi radio kura asa sabi ye ku ye ho enyesa na last week me be kan asem bi wo ha ma enu nti safa me yedi ho nkomo abrantie bi ene afoforo bi a na omonso omanya problem with omo payment omo salaries ni ade controller eteye yedi ho nkomo pi ema otu anamomba ha controller akase obi bia ne ho aka obi bia sabi obi gina kire na ogigi ne sika na ogigi nkofo sika no obehwe masa ne ma no omaso ano enti yadanase na oye teacher ni o oye nurse ni o oye public servant na wunya issue a controller say omobie mu apono wanka sabra na be kon ase menfa nkofo so na so wo salary akampa no bi bo na beba no so obeje 30% de ene anwohye enti na ya ma me fancy ya na me na wase na mate mpani emfa bintu aso
meso so me da se passe unya ye ho adaje anopei Kokrokoo dwumadie no aso egusu a utie piece 104.3 ye ka say enim say hello FM ebie atum ewo Kumase ama busuafo so ete enka ene yema otkokko so ne asanteman nyina obani we ne ye ya kwa na hyeden bienu ni nyina atimi ye eso so ye den
Yako comes from yaw plus enko.
Okay.
Until country say owo ba asem to obi a e de yaw de mom friend pain no e be shame pakro no. Nti okwa na so mempai bone say yawa ba so nyina enko. Yako so every semantic extension.
Okay.
It to me egnina homa yanom eko.
Okay.
Nti nipa na wa free mono okwa koka wo mo a omo di kan ekono na hyeden no sɛ obi wu a nipa korɔ no a wawu no nso wɔyɛ mmerɛ ɔntumi nyɛ biribiara bio owu a wawu na wo a wakɛtire no wona sodie no nyinaa abɛtɔɔ so awerɛhoɔ ka ho ɛka a wobɛbɔ ɛwɔ ayie no sɛ yɛkɔ ayie mu baa yɛnkyɛre eti ne adwendwene kɔda nna bi ɛba wo so nyinaa nti obi ba a awerɛkyekyerɛ ɔde ma wo sɛ hyɛ wo ho den na watumi agyina din yɛnim na nyɛ yɛn ko ne yɛ ma literature review hwɛ a amama pii ɔmo wɔ be strong kyɛ sɛ baabi aduro no obi anim sɛ wayɛ mmerɛ kentene wɔ ho kakra nti hyɛ den ne yɛ akɔ ne mmienu nyinaa akɔ ne nyinaa yɛ awerɛkyekye sɛm a wode ma nipa no sɛ deɛ asie no deɛ ɛsi awie na mpaebɔ no sɛ obɛtumi asa aba ne tebea dadaa no mu ɔsɛ yie to a woyɛ dɛn dabi wadwene nna yie wo honam nna yie wobɔtɔm ne wabɔ so mu nso ɛnna yie ɛna sɛ yie no koraa wɔ sɛ ato nsa frɛ dɔm a ɛno nso wodwene ho ɛdɔm a ɛba wuwei ɛhefa na ebinom bɛtena ɔmo aduane biribiara nti ɛsɛ ka kyerɛ nipa sɛ wɔn nyinaa wɔ hɔ deɛ ne mu hyɛ wo ho den nti sɛ yɛhyɛ asanteman nyinaa sɛ ɔmo hyɛ ɔmo ho den na otumfoɔ ne mpanimfoɔ a manhen ne ɔmo ka ho nyinaa sɛ nyame ɛna ɔde yɛ nana ɛkɔ nti yɛma ɔmo nyinaa due na afei nyame ɛnka wɔn ho na yɛn nyinaa yɛnhyɛ den yɛn ɛwɔ ha yi a yɛntumi ankɔ yi ɛnam adwuma asɛm nti no yɛn nyinaa nso yɛdi awerɛhoɔ no bi nti ɛsɛ yɛn nso yɛhyɛ yɛn ho den.
Okay pɛni ofi anase bibi ayɛ kama na bibi ayɛ kama yo na memfa saa akwanya yi so ɛma mea mensenom danso abusua mema mo so hyɛden ne yɛ akɔpani ɛsɛ ɔpani akyerɛkyerɛ mtimi ka ne mienu nyinaa bom sɛ meyere ketewa maame du fie enso so agya ma hɔkɔ ma abusua no hyɛden nkanka ne meyere fie adanso ɔba fie a ɛma mo ne abusua no nyinaa hyɛden dokas maame du fie danso so so agya ma hɔkɔ
ɔmo kokofu ana
da bi insuta
okay
insuta enti afia ɛma ne abusua nyinaa hyɛden Gordon
bra
obafu plane first anaso obakwa kwatia ba
na ohun si na doc eye no on say lecture betwe eyusu 1 hour no dey akire niam bebre owi anu akacha dey aka na assignment because also asiaro okay oko ablekuma oko arrest oko reach oko akwatia in all that short time
and we sabesin call controller
also call controller enti no
maze ono ye cheche nti nasam nwa
tis a politician aha they aka ro angasa ko read na na faka ho okay in the first you know mame enko ablekuma any akwatia na memfa emom because almost the same thing
na yafa utamale nenzo na send them na ka ho
yeah sure I'm say any enumum enye first
okay
because yenya no nti yes MPP anaso medical aka na so matro mpo say enya ade akotia no ombeko nti say omo nkode a na kire say yate de na say yate
akotia
no Tamale Central. Oh, okay, Kafra.
So Kafra. Free Tamale.
Tamale, aha.
Okay, Kwetia.
Oh, okay, sorry. Ne patre say MPP anko shechiri. Amo bi anko independent na tre say ne say nyame adom na say yi ye candidate. Na tre say on oppose. Ye anko print paper bi nko to abia ewo ho. Enunti yeah, the timetable ababeto abontia Friday ya 22nd. Ye be nominations ama wonuma ompesa mujina ewo ye party mu. Na ya share no so say by 28th na ya submit afele ama ya sign na wa submit na ya san so akwakoye vetting kwasiada na vetting no just as we did in Akwetia no ye be vetting na noka in case obi disqualification be ebem na so ye appeal ye be sa appeal no the same day enunti ye kotamale ye the two sets ena ekọ omom kwakọ vetting no any another set a ombekwakoye appeals in case there's any appealer na saafo no etumi akọ omanim because by Sunday ni there we must know the number of people a omoba begina ewo your party ni dey mu na ya ye elections e dia momo na se na medi kan e kan se ye elections ni wie dia na kire se bibia ni hobi o a yebe ka say bia ye kwakọ ye ho campaign ana bibia tesa so the elections will be on the 6th, which also means say a week after Akwetia ye kwakọ ye elections ewo Tamale Central. So basically obi a ye interested in the Tamale Central elections, you know, this is the program line up for ye nyina. Me yenu frim na se me ba Ablekuma North. Baby Amesha ase ne say personally I don't have any problem with police eye nejuma. Police eye arrest enadie. But sometimes it becomes a little offensive and I say entasumu say enkrofo 8 ayachi omu nyina ye NDC for. Does it mean say without any provocation, without any issue, and antokwani yana? We basically means to say police for omoko Ablekuma North no. Sabi omo ankwanko ye adwuma sono and I say adwuma esesanka omo ye ewo ho. But the videos out there and omo de frɛ sa enkrofo 8 no. Omo so omo de omo kwakodina court. You can do an arrest, but the defense of the people will also tell. So obenya prosecution and I say unya prosecution. Even when they succeed in prosecuting them, we must look into the future of such cases. Ye nyina ye share wo video mu. Ehun say Hawa Kunsin was at the center of the controversy. Mesre ye no ya invite no a member na oniomo enam ya chi obi ya invite obi because the eight that they mentioned were all NDC people. We even saw your friend is saying Hawa Kunsin using pepper spray to spray at people before the attack even came. Sebe, ye bisa ne say ye there not the weapon. E call baby as mo bi amfa weapon enko ana. Because pepper spray is also a weapon. Why has he not been arrested? Hwe me ade ma police for omedwuma eye den. Ema womo ankasa any their approach to things. Akogan ewodin inti ya mone chemso. Reverend ewodom inti ya mone chemso. The moment we start doing this and picking and choosing, whatever prosecution that you embark on, enkosiaga, and now the justice or the deterrent are opese eba or mining. Yenga ye ko elections. Yase unye agent. Wonye obi a woye adwuma electoral commission na bibia. You were a radius that you are not supposed to be there. Obia atiase yani police shedi EC Asia, we have agreed on it. Na mu police for mu ye hwehan ema Hawa Kunsi honorable eko gina bebi a yesema obi anyina yakoka o se so gina ho no onye hwe na nkrofo so okay yes we betu akoko gina ho ye nye hwea. What are we telling ourselves? Na nkrofo bufu eka say maame sorry free ho ye mpeni ma wo nyina ha because we know things that happen in our elections in Ghana. Na sorry free ho na maame no de pepper spray egu wo mo so. Police we hwan na later ochisa nkrofo na. What signal are you sending? Nature say me so echina metumenya to me akwakojina polling station bi because me wodin anase me ye asimesi anase me ye obente.
But o kasano ka bibi say say ya chi nipa nwotwe. Omo nyina ye NDC for na ubi sa ho say enti bibia nsi na NDC for no sorry ya no mko ye bazabaza enti na ye chi wo mo na maybe say how come say dia o kan ti ono so bibia nsi no gina hwa no o miemia pepper spray na.
That is why I am saying say the police itself must answer it.
Okay.
Part what must say.
Yeah, me to as a
the first thing and say mo police ni a owo ho bia no, and don't forget say it was not just the whole of Ablekumanov, it was just one polling station. One and at the NC here. And all was around the Howam Kumsin a year. People started videoing when Gidi no started or answer and for started a video. Prior to that, what happened? No, nobody has videos of it. Into police for fiti anopa, mu use body cams, mu jina vantage positions at the polling stations. No, what were the reports we sent to the commanders? Me say na me kai you know. Obia oye bibia no or any defense. There's one thing arresting somebody. There's another thing taking the person to court. And there's a different thing altogether how the judge will see it. That balance mano me ya. Secondly, this is not the only outstanding issue. Police for SSL omo investigating. What happened at Odododio? When the 8 people were killed in the 2020 elections, have we brought a closure to it? Yanka wasem enye. Nanu die say aso encrophobia epan. Nani akese. Elections are basically about ye kwakoto aba. Ye kwa akwakotre adwene. Ye kwakwohwe nia yanka se yepe. For instance, when the MPP were appealing say ma NDC for enko contest akwetia enade no. Me, my number one comment was say akwetia for has a right to determine who leads them. We are all offering ourselves as people who have leadership qualities. Yebe to me aye lead the people of Akwetia. It's up to the people to give the mandate to their omofili say obetumia best serve their interest. That is all. Yenya yawo hodida. Yenya yekoba and yenya yeko akwakoboa in the campaign. We have no voice there.
MPP for Gaza Mamungo.
Yes, they've said it countless times.
Sir.
Countless times.
Say Mamungo Akwetia.
Omobaye party office kra muka say tamale yeja mamu sumunya akwetia emaye na yenko yeni. They've made that appeal several times. And I'm sure say Reverend Kra Atiba could be an bi. You understand? And people have also called say sanke akwetia na ade. But you see, as I see a more sa opportunity na omo ankasa ebe choose near omope. Because as I speak to you, Akwetia was not won by the MPP the last elections. 2024 elections, MPP didn't win it. And nuntina Emma Yenuya eko kopre no say yenko sweni ina contempt krako che no. Later cracker so mumienya contempt no yenka the substantive issues and no. So he was not supposed to have even gone to be sworn in. Intino, this 2nd September will give them the opportunity to really choose who will lead them in the in the finalization of the 2024 election. To me who no say by elections ena yeko. Emrani Bekacho say by elections ni yeko. but I me who say elections are ye new no 2024 ye de ko general court no afei ne ye kwakọ finalize it, just like Ablekuma North ye course ye kwakọ finalize it with the 19 outstanding polling stations. So it is not a seat that somebody holds. Ye kwakọ die free omunse man na say ye ko akoko chinchim omunsa into police for the omo ye wo Ablekuma North no. I don't want to be seen as interfering in their work or anything, but se motumia ye we a moma yenko techima enko hwe enkrofo yeku omo wo ho no eho asemo enka moma yenko hwe 2024 enkrofo omo wuye ni all friends say ayawa so west wo go nyina yenfa closure embra sa ne mani nyina ho ni ehu say police ye juma ewo ho, then it will not be seen as one-sided, as if say it is easy to deal with NDC people and it has become difficult to deal with the NPP. So that is what I want the police to also put their strength to. And then nyame adoma ewie me free here me so finally me kwakoka akwetia until the 2nd of September I beto abano do ye koba enade no finally no we are now going to settle there for the next 2 weeks. I be making sure say victory ebeba ediamayen nti almost so a omo wo pepa so mbebe ka ye ho ama yaye adwuma no. Elections be a NDC ewini bia no, it's when there's calm in the system. Nti obi obebe bia mfa akomapa emra say oba be di assignment aye ade nyina na yakwakoye wakwetia no ye nan ene ya no ene ya koma ene de kwakọ wini sa seat no kasade kasapa ene nantie aye de beko enkrofo enase ene akomapa ene odo enema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama without akwesia seat yetumi aye no ye kwakọ catch from na sakwetia so ebe ka ho a na advantages so a ewo mu so no ne ani o makasa etom akoma so a the seat no ebe cheye ye mbre ho kra sana ye nyasa seat. So these are the three things ye de call akwetia obi owo adwen fufuro bi o de ba akwetia bi esre no ene oni MPP for ntan crime, because we will not want to have that story in Akwetia. We are going to win with a sound mind, because most of the people say gidi ewo baby omo person be pie kra abeto aba. The more people come out to vote and no ena ye victory no eye assured. Yanko reach na memia pause wa ha ansana. On the Reach Hospital the AC you know. Nanayao, let's look at it in two folds. Me assure say yeah, your studio muhanyina animal production team. We may all react differently and differently at different times. We would react differently at different times, depending on how things are. Sometimes, so hospital na say uti air paiwa. Unhu necessary omi nipa bonfo. Because ebia ose or train doctor, ebia bed eni ho, ebia adia akadia ohia no ebi eni ho. But Rasta for will be biomuka or say he who knows it or he who feels it knows it. Obia ne ho edodo no. The way obesifa are reacting will be different from obia or ye observer na oshe. We have all one way or the other accused nurses and doctors say omotima isa sometimes. It may not be the truth, it may not be the fact, but the pain our woman a different reaction at that time. Any across also any responsibility either as a nurse, a doctor, anyone, a health worker, our attendee to so no. Ohuni differently. Me nko pre me ho emfa bibi enko kan. Abra me nye test ehun o blood group and now said the extent of damage, the extent of any maybe as I say onya ni basics right and sanampo, because we have seen stories of nurses, doctors being accused of wrong medications and all that. So this is just like the rock and the hard place. Now, I would say the most serene place, as I say, nipebia winya, is when you are at the hospital. Obi dede kra no etumi ema another patient kra no esan so ema no trauma anabibia etesa. So I don't want to justify what the two sides are. But be a wofie bi a wako hospital da. Ada see a rasho call you, so one on nanti call you. Sometimes our attitude of some health workers are problematic. It also doesn't justify. So waba moja soni wuntino. Obi a our hospital bi a yenya ne hwe na ya attend to. Me, there's a lot of videos that they have said are going around and all those things that I will admit me hui. I have seen some encrophobia the day or hospital. In fact, when the first time I got that, I was surprised a little. Say, is it Ghana in the first place? But Tote Kasana and who say yes, Ghana and Komo and Ayedi. So why will people react this way? So it was yesterday, me take an interviewer. You say na omo ye riding or say be an accident to see and they had to be rushed to the hospital and all those things. Mesre, whatever the situation is, we must get the root cause of this one and ensure that some of these things don't happen. On the other things, when it comes to negligence, one of the most painful things, and it's a Obeko hospital. Now nurses, like basically will be moving around, say bia in sea. Probably they have seen people with worse situations. Probably they have seen people die. Intino, that eagerness, anyhow. Sure, there are some things that are calling. As of the a calling, teaching, a calling, nursing, a calling, all these things, any calling, passion is added to it. Who needs our passion now? You can never be any of these professions and more that I have mentioned. And if they have really been called that, sometimes a little care, a little attention, to me, I started healing process. Even before I would draw the way you receive the person. Me, maybe I make say, in the parkour, mame pay mass. Are you penning kwa juchre? Prempe College. Obetre yadie. My mass began to improve because of the attitude towards one tre, my dear, and you one city crowd. He saw the weak people and just invited us. Or the kind yeka ebusia se me fie te saying and idea openia usro ho nei intino those was the psyche also say edemao first say me kwakosua de kra books am fa nyina maths nka ho but the moment o started say o kire ya de eye anytime o kwakosua de o the maths book because one you don't want to disappoint him. I'm telling you.
Opening kwadwo kire.
Make I the first time I mean 45% Otro very good. Maths. Otro very good. Obianya 90 friends 89 or so poor because on him say the capacity.
Obetime 100
exactly. So that was how he brought some of us up. Passion as a teacher. Passion to impact. Intimacy. All these things we must consider in the professions that we are in. We can make or unmake people in the journey of life. Me we so number 2 young politicians for nyina efo. The rate at which you sponsor unions, organizations, or leadership no yenyai. Say one for say medical akoyom lessons.
You call strike no.
Yenyi yensa enfri mu.
You tag for gloves.
Say you tag yenyi yensa enfri mu. Say prim prag ene kwa yenyi yensa enfri mu koyom lessons.
And I Ghana registered nurses and midwives.
Una de ka ho bra. yenye nsem free mu because some of the people that will produce no the moment they open their mouth you see say enye nurses adwuma ana say enye midwife adwuma na ye politics adwuma ene ye medemanuasi
medemanuasi Godwin Akogan ena what is asem we say etu edwa na manfo nzamo anyway Harriet Vera Asante or Zonda Tech Company trade branch ene eye wawoda one Yvonne Vivian Asante Oya Santua Senior High School. Mo papa Mr. Kofi Asante of ECG Swami branch or say Omamutrinkwa ene eye mawoda Nyankopon enhyiramo no mamunimu nkwa na eme sanso so ena Lydia Abba Akwa who GT Bank head office rage ene eye wawoda Lydia Abba Akwa who GT Bank head office rage ene wawoda anyimadu eche yamau happy birthday Nyankopon enhyira na onsoso edi nkwa na eme good morning the cardinal. A happy birthday to my daughter Sewa Osei Akwa. Nyankopon hyira no na oma onyini meye penimpa from Comrade Osei Kofi Akwa, National Communications Director of the CPP. Osei Kofi na CPP ye we hene fa. Kofi me hu ba bia CPP say modi akwa show we. Adanko wants to know say CPP no. We hene fa. Anyway, that's just by the way. Ozavo
Kano
Papa
in fact I feel who say politics be reura union for mu ana union for kromu ha ye galamse omamu ha na omo ye galamse ho striker enfu omo ho bia ewie ye tintam post akese de ma wo mu ana die ni mu no ta feel ye who say san politics edua boni a wodua no sa ebe wo wa wani na so omo asua mu nyansa de nyina ntu ye ho foi na medical de yako ene sedin kese de ama santeman ene otumfo osaidu tu ene na brempo nyina entire Ashanti Kingdom ewo de adua kese ana de kese ato omani ya brewa ene ye hima ene yedi ne na wotwe ye ma omo sedin na fe so ye de sedin kese ade ama abusua nwotwe a omo hwere wo mo adehye in the helicopter crasher be na otwe mienu ni ya ekusiye ye ma abusuafo ni nyina yakọ honorable Dr. Edodo Maneboama ene honorable Dr. Mutala Muhammad Dr. Samosapon Alaji Limuna ene Mr. Samuel Abwaje Wing Commander Anala Flight Lieutenant Chum Ampedu ene Flight Sergeant Ado Mensa Yamen Fomokra NC Mesha sia bominu intel na fe maba new plane so na mesha sia free ye asie nam de abasoro a nyoma bia na keni sie ye ho politics ana meme ye politician but my politics is different there bia me to amanyofo fo say we between the bia ye politics banka nyoma nine bi de we shouldn't do politics with it. One aye security e ba monsem mienu aye yaduane die ho nsam agriculture aduane ye ni akwa kodua na yadi ho asem. 3 education womasua ho nsam kini se de politics na 4 health ye ni ayapomudene ho nsam ne me emfa anya politics enei politics nti ba bia be wura politics na nya politics a enka obi onu no so ya manyaku obi activist to me feel emboldened because utumi ko gina whole presidential candidate ne ne campaign material so bubu no tete no ehwiri gina nyina so bia nka hwe ankyere no bia anche no bia ntunefo etumi mpo ebra oyarefo daka mu etwam akọ aspiti ma ne nkwara ebre some were dying sick patients etika mu a wo mo pa one year demonstration Chelsea mu de mu miem kakra na sa yarefo yi yen rush of emergency yen fanko o ka kire mo se mu be wa mungu sa nipa we enei is emboldened to me fa phone ɛkɔ hospital kɛseɛ ɛkɔyɛ live show ɛwɔ hɔ assaulto ndi opese assaulto no sample eja ekofa binum be kan ho dom kan ho san bai ye wie ya minister mia etumi ko hospital ho ekoye sa nipa odi sa trutra samon anko okọ no kase police food na chi ko arrest no he went and hugged him ko na two adene sa party mon na ba na sray now is a choice they have to make to choose between hooligans and to choose between our precious health workers. And no, it's a choice. I buy no, and this I buy no. As we choose to say, one more, ebe mo woman ya ko ya nurse for, and ya doctor for home. Near the bony and need the amount of support to them. And now say, ya de ya so woman support no. Said the woman to film farm, sa Ralph no. Woman koso sa, but it didn't so to me ba. Serious consequences na ya futu ene de maom. Yes, Ghana ha obia wo 1 or 2 concerns bi a nurse bi ho and doctor bi ho in some isolated cases, but we should not give the dog a bad name just to hang it. Yenka the number of times I personally wankasa we are young Kenyan nurse ni bi we kra bi ase krokitu bi anase hospital kase bi mu a enka free mu no yenkai ne na wo mu ase ne me make cancer mu wo mu anu ase the one ye nurse ye so mu ye a we get the best out of them. Our nurses and our doctors are some of the best we have in the world. Ye so mu ye a we will get the best out of them. Ebinum free hakwa manonia, they go and become some of the best nurses and the best doctors in America, Canada, UK, other parts of the world. Anunti Professor Frempong Boateng oji din kese e Germany as wo background. No e Ghana ni doctor. Ti best repass me nchusu to travel over our precious health workers. You can answer at the side near day my health workers say you want to be to me improve healthcare no so no. Omonye quickly no me bano akwatia by election ayebekoso ene Ablikuma North by rerun a course wa. I always say it Cardinal. In fact wo hwe a futu ade bia no Professor Jekumba ene mpenifo ahodo ede to Ghana for afo e nyina ye ntie bi. And I always continue to say it. Ghana ba ko pen ye wo peace asomdwe e yade ehia abato aye kwakoto a e friend kabi ma menka biu enye to bi na men to bi enye botuo na men botuo bi twese kana men twi we se kabi na menka bi enti senka akoto aba aye kokromoti na de kotim a kire wadwen eni senka police officers ni security officer crampo eba ho ye nante ko ho straight. Ghana is a peaceful country. Nanka obia tuminya sa pepano ene akumatoye mu ede kokoto aba police ni bia mponi ho macho ni bia mebo nasum obi nkotwe sekansi ne so obi nkwo ne enkoto ne 951 ayase. We should come to that point in this country na yentu aba peacefully. We will go to Akwatia peacefully ni akwakoto ya ba ho na momo no me ame okromu ha mehu abato ahodo ayakoso mamu ha Ghana ha mamu ha yani ya ma Ghana mu ha ena when second time anu peneje kuma correct me ye wo mamu ha ena me amani tua ye election bia the same police, the Ghana Police Service, we shouldn't be quick to condemn them. The police as an institution, we should not be quick to condemn them. Yeah, more baso because some same police for yeah to abano omu to me. I'm talking even about sin of me oh ena obi ba ye baby na eso wura no baby eni so wura no ena ko wura ho nye se bi okobo obi anaso okutwa obi asoma na odituo ena yes wo ye gidigidi bi ho na police for no so ni mu e de ne call police station e ko tron statement e ko say no say other consequential prosecution ni ade later they had its way, but I saw it. Enti wa call ye na hu say police ni wo asin off na koye gidigidi no yes so obi mu ye ne call police station no say wo kra no why wadwen say wo ba be foment trouble and obi mpo na abo pa say koye to trust mu a you know say mara ye adwuma wa ha and you will not dare. That is how I say no by election. Of all the heat and tension, to me here is successful. It was done not to favor the incumbent party. So MPP na wasu, and so MPP amfa macho man ko say yanko buruwe yanko yewe ene to ya outcome no e buy. So identity the same police service no there. Ye bro oba e wo manim no manitua. Ye bro hawakumsi no manitua. Ye bro Chris Lloyd. Ye bu bona sum no mun segu omachi no mohwe. Why? Because that same morning no early on and na police ni baako or the journalist nkitahudie bi and one shane ho so and or to so tro. We all condemned it. Any attack on journalists we condemned. Wana wo mun interdicte no ani o face criminal prosecutions. Enti no sa hu na wo mun dey share police fo ni mu no. Any instruction I free baby buy no and obi anso gina ho because
baby here
wherever they were standing, because there were a lot of police people there.
Who said instruction be free baby buy?
But they were watching.
But
oh no, see some of us we know I'm ranking member on defense and interior. Kana. I am telling you, until we shouldn't condemn the Ghana police service because no police need now near chief inspector or senior officer answer the hoswa or koto sutro one he was interdicted face prosecution now so civilians ebe bro former minister ebe bro a whole incumbent deputy national organizer no up to now fe ni artist yache 8 wa bra na videos de da ho and you know what the sound culture we at the share police form na say wo mo instructions say mo kwa kwatia you can send 1,000 police officers to akwatia omondo mo sabe kwa kogu omo achi because onim na say asam kotuna ye be yina di anso nipa na wono no wa politician bi abo ne pass won kudie to trasem no a obia ehu nanim ne videos ne pictures de abonten no obefa ne ho adi because na bind the woso and that is a bad culture ya anya ne sa ne entu ase a and I mentioned it mekaye and this ifo ekutwa video no the store to no so me say there will be bloodshed in Akwatia no Mustafa Gbande any tanku wo nyina kutwa ntro the circulate and real video ne buy no they bow down their heads in shame me say and then you can say you profile the threats to national security political vigilantism at that very very high. As a matter of fact, political vigilantism no is a bigger threat to Ghana than the threat of violent extremism and terrorism now is true no. Political vigilantism higher enti say obi koye bibi wo Ablekumanov ne anche na prosecute no a beshe political parties no you know a beshe wo mon kutupa obi akwa kofre ne dom na no basa na say election bi ba no mo de kobo ani to say the Akwatia bay because Ablekumanov was just 19 polling station na say party A party B chita for the kobo ani wo ho a enye moji ahwegu na beba we have seen moji ahwegu in the past elections and ye nyina ya condemning and we vow say never again ye pese be hu any electoral violence bia but ye nto na mo na be to ase a and ye kanekeke we don't want that me ko kan say we are buying and taking the needed step no and we ko twist the video no they can twitwa ntro you release the original video no they bow down their heads in shame and some of us will continue to be bold to tell the government the right things are elsewhere moye mumma asomye mra ni ankudum pempenso bi a wo de ballot box kura kosi baby se enkoto aba obia emma no well meaning person will come out to vote omra ne munity omra no obi nkoti na yase omra no obi monitor ene mo amonto aba wo de be kwa kosi ho say if the police station nipa be 500 and say beto aba nipa be mienu miensa mo amacho men no mo amokoto mo ade more politicians, more police station for them, macho men, they should go and vote. Nobody will come and vote. We shouldn't get there. Democracy is all we have. And to me and you maybe, and nobody should benefit from it and say, when I'm benefiting to know, now, to me, and come back to those days. The days of coup d'etat, no, so your democracy, no, you're my buying. Sabi, who proud be. Na say obi ehwere ne nkwa abato ho a emfa so be na abenya as a politician ye moa who MPP, NDC, all of us, young call Benkrum say, this is the end of electoral violence. Young Fasum Yanko. And yes, our Chinabi President, Yabeman and Sasso, a declare no. And your President, the Kokrokoo do etomano. Nemu a president who nya match for do eco seize ballot boxes. Now the Tudico see electoral commission biswa coalition center say declare massa any power. A bedroom pempenso binu MPA ye be declare no constituency no. Onko ye MPA ni pado do tomano. Nemu MPA utumi match me for a break it through coalition center. The weapons go see binu triso just like we saw in 2024. A declare my binu falsely no. And we should call an end to that and bring sanity into our democracy. But Akwatia must be peaceful. Okay, so and how I come sing or the way the videos are clear. Honorable how I come sing on who to ni be an on and up. On one quality general who said and go for Bochenku who adequate to share so nobody should try to say any provocation. Obi ayabono yan kwachenon kotu. Wabra wamwa edi side to trust them and anti free. And not than China. Let's come to the substantive matter. Politics. Yeah, the be politics are many. Your man penny to kwaya. Makuma mpunto no yem. And it's a very sad phenomenon. Very, very sad. Amanyoni bia or the presidential troubles. Politics biano. He should bow down his head in shame. Na yene na yakano. Memu hano. Me as so sa nyoma ne so. So we MPP ni we NDC ni. So what the omampani safety be politics are. We should condemn that act. Yeah, waha. Enna amanyofo okude to ablakwa. Eko jina Dom FM eva edi sese. So ono oba na ban ba ebeye friends eba power. Na se obey minister mpo. Na ne president and our vice president eko fa a privately chartered aircraft the two kwaya obe resign. And from January till this point, it's a matter of public record. Say a vice president and our president, they traveled on privately chartered aircraft on 1 or 2 or 3 occasions. Intino Sasa Munesino, no that's your foreign minister. No, does he have conscience? Does he have principles? And they Matisa Watchro about the thing say, or no, he doesn't owe anybody an apology.
Yes.
Now or no. Why he doesn't owe any Ghanaian an apology. Oh yes, he's right. He doesn't owe anybody an apology. But he owes Ghanaians a resignation. It's not apology. He doesn't owe any apology. He owes Ghanaians a resignation. That is what he owes Ghanaians. So he's right to say he doesn't owe us an apology. Now say Maya de principle Edi Juma enka nyo bimpo ne bidi man say on resign. He would have resigned. And now me MPP ni President Mahama obi anim so NDC ni. Her Excellency na Jane Opoku Agyeman obi anim so NDC ni. Ebra ode momode private jet 2 kwan a binom start this momode politics. I said no way. Me and find politics. The safety of the president, the safety of the vice president, okay, somewhere early part of the year, mame a free landing by. So nobody should do politics with it. Say omampeni and then abedi tree if the state security protocol it determines na kwentu yemfa sa kwan we so na no ne di mu na betum de na call aba and support any amount of money we have to pay, we must pay for the safety of the president. And when we politics and ebra the August 6th tragic disaster is here. Share any particular wa yelusu wom. Ene yate fan say yen to boa. Wonim ka aban abo ewa yi ho. Wonim ka aban eba bebo ewo womma ene womabusua ehwem. And we are still soliciting that the public must come. But sa kan nyina akire no amount of money, even if we spend $100 million, no amount of money can bring even one single soul up back from the dead. Yeah, oba abano a book 100 million and nempo. We can't bring any of the 8 back. We have lost them. And this a kebi oho. Na se betumi abono ne. Na prevent another August sisa. And then they say their politics. And you know, they make can say, Ghana Armed Forces. Yamwawom Titru Air Force. Yamwawom. na se eba no mo a de koma Ghana Armed Forces ne Air Force a yenyi politics mfiri mu eba no ewiemhyɛn a president ebetena mu a yenyi politics mfiri mu wo mo kan se ewiemhyɛn Falcon na ɛwɔ hɔ no it is in pristine condition na edimu it is the third best aircraft in Africa na the next 2030 na ebesei enti ade na 6 months or 8 months wo mo ba power wo mo use because they lied to Ghanaians ade ne nye Air Force 4 catch them so ade ne nye ba bia dro no ye ntofo from so da bi mo de ba bogu and so the president cannot travel commercial at all times. President Kufuor travel commercial many occasions when the Falcon no any available. But won't mean travel commercial all the time depending on baby awoko. Enti no say presidential jet no anyho. Na mo de year politics nti won't mean ye boat e ma me pachewo. Na ye ntofo fro na ye fan kan de wo ne ho. Na omampani ntumi ntu kwan na kuma Anthony ye mo no. You are using your brother's jet. Who use unia bema ne jata jet no eno kra kire se wade atomu se wo your mampani a untumi use commercial flight all the time. Nti bi be so na se presidential jet ni ho a wo be hia private jet. Enti no se ye unua de se ye wadanfo de se oman ne bo ho ka it is the same thing. Enti se cardinal wo ni nua bia eni adamfo bi o private jet na je se wo de untumi me president wo krum hada na so ochina bi na se bia Dr. Baumia ana se honorable Kennedy Japan ana se Dr. Brian Echampon ana se Julius Debra ana se honorable Atoforsin ana honorable Sedun Ketia
ana honorable Ntimfojo
Mr. Mindi misofo mindi misofo ya no ana mepe me de bishop ana mpese mdi ni mawi na se cardinal na ya kese ye president na so ni nua be ma owo private jet I will say at all times, you know, and now reckless politics are a bit a in the past, you know, you box to the president, Chinchina, the Biano for commercial. They should be bold. Now, medicine, they should be bold to apologize to Ghana and say, yeah, for more. And this is for near Banya bold, who could you talk black one? Deputy Minister for Defense also can be. They should all be bold to say we apologize Ghana for your two money. You can say presidential jet here say better from about the all no demo. You buy a who sent see a top fro. Na okuje to black and resign. One more yes sir Ghana for will support MPP any ye opposition na ye no. Ye no nationalistic. One more the bar a your man penny. You best support to. But my main single out Honorable Agaga, me chairman on the committee on defense and interior now main fancy. May single the out Abanabaso in all honesty or endisini. But in 2021, President Kufuor Aban and Minister for Defense at the time, Honorable Dominic Nitiu, and the proposal about Parliament said, Yento aircraft Makuma Kunsia and Farmer Air Force no. And a party for Air Bugu yeno or no, he stood up in Parliament to defend say on mine here Air Force knew here those aircrafts. Now so the party for no anya Bugui. Those whilst pointing fingers at some individuals no one most one a objective politics no say a bo mabaso na obi asua say opposition na say incumbent government no e de bibiba na say edimu de bebo mampani safety Ghana Armed Forces near Bambon Samoa for politics at Tonchain na Fuaso. Mishra.
Medase papa nyame enshira anopei yewra posi sahene yewra Christian Tete yuhuno IGP wada Roma anopei mede dwantoa bi na ebrewo emrantie bi yeso omofri nungwa na omso omo yelangas na omo na hwe nungwa afo asase nyina so for the past months Enyema o maye was Spintex Road no. IGP ebia me ate se about attention. Se mnante na kobubu. Regmanuel ho no. Sase no fan bi baby soro ho ha no. Kobubu ho ni nyina se ho o mako win case. Sa case kuro ya so there has been another judgment ya eno so free Supreme Court ankwa amafa na omububu wo no. But omo say o maba wo ho ama mama omo men se e mo omo ho ban. Eno mo de yes ade no. Enti yera IGP wada Roma ebra wo kacha amanyofo se omo hwe yi na unye gya wo ho ewo akwatia no emrantie bi di udin di bone e was Spintex Road Regimanuel ho the Ghana Police Service it will be in your own interest say mo be hwe sa emrantie no na ne yesese mo ka kire wo mo no mo ka kire wo because me nyi say Ghana reputable police service say die be soma langas say munko bubu obi asase tie IGP say enru wanimu a wada roma me fa kasafidie so edit asem ya beto wanim say emrantie no say omo ne mo akasa munim ho bi enti na omo ye saa niema na omo ye ewo regiment was Spintex Road no wada roma monhwe na de ese mo de to no monfanto azempetia prof wada roma ma be fi
so they appoint you
ai eti na mzi azempetia no
and men can be
wada roma man can be crack amenti ase
but me share Ghanaian times a woman anymore Professor Kwanche Reps madam for power no
okay
na our population there na ya share omo ewo nimdie wo ho a enti eja Kwanche ba bia obi a na me shira na o se oman no nipa no ye bedru say 33.7 that is a 40 I don't know
34
enti 34 akadjuma was nipa no doso no na omo anyine na so unim se nkara no call square ya pencil won call mam call secondary school no call form 5 miem call 6 form Emra University 3 years in count na onyin say omo wie ya JHS SS mfiemiensa level 100 400 no wie na akadjuma enti no ya ban bia obeba se de say nipa no doso no ese nyuma nso edoso na ya ensem a egu ya nimu say dodo na enhye da nye nika wiemhye no de me ne kwame efri ben fie mi no 2023 ana ya kan say aniwu say ya mampani ekoba bi na bi akotra airport bi transit 4 hours not or your day
or train
say
or train connecting flight
ebia or kona aduane kra dey man on security reasons why na dey aduane no bre no eti say obi pa hwe say obey bibia wan ha dako ye beda na ye na go eti efre
yesubanya
ye fese Ghana Togo for obi brother no ni ha na kwa America so ne ompani dada miami nu akofo ejekum won tu kwa no dru ba bi na won ya transit na abrantie ketukuma na oho no so okofa ne wiem hye na obi say papa menko si Uganda aniwu eti say ye o man a ye bibia is gateway to Africa bibia ye dikai ye na ye din kai nya fa ahodie na ye na ya wi wo wiem hyem aja kom no enti amanyofo no enfa o mama no sem ni nyina nto nche
na yemfa we di enso ha
na yemfa we enso ha na yenko enim badafo bi wo psychology ho bia professor amponsa
papa no
o se na papa ono ne papa say ono obi twe manso na o tese akoto ka dada ko yi asem ni free court
no ade dey
ono ayi waduma ma o
ono ayi waduma ma e na ka no tie o sorry tie ba ko ajo o so ye se ahoma bi ate o engine num o so ye se valve etida bia na wo de eti ko yi asem no ono ankasa ye eti ye nya o man a na memfa Dr. Manebo am currency ye interview no ha bi no se omo yin de akọ difference no nke se abadada na omo se ba bi o ho a awe na akere e se omo so ansa Ghana plane awe na akere si ba bi papa kan waso ni bible so mi nu de na ba ni nyina eyeka ka dada ntina brofo no o twika no kakra bi mfie mienu se no agem akọ trade no agye foforo ande tipaye bi anim na ukura ka dada o sori anopa o ko hwehwe ho ansa na wadware but bia na tie no da fom iti yan hwe na yan to wiem se yan to ma president yo ye to ma presidency do man beni bi obeba bia eho eye ba bia o tu kwan onwene ho bi
the armed forces air force no
dia ma iti yan fa NDC ene MPP no nto nche na yan hwe se ye hia wiem se enye new se ne wo Ghana Airways e banner flag no himu a utim se wadru dim
ye ni ma de efe na ni wo
oda bi na non de se unnim ani hwe na yo eto bia mesuma Ghana adan owo maboni a de bia na o madibim
papa chausa
the bia na say oh ya so ba we akwaye we papa ko jame na ben ko ka ho asema obedru ya say for akura ba kon so akoto boabo bi bi na ya tim say eti da bia gana ensam na ehia ye no anu ehia ye say politics say NDC ye we stay eti MPP so be say oh MPP for so so ye say ya ba ye so ye say ade a enye no kwapem ni say na enye sanya enra enne enye yi otena ade kro na hu a eyade a enye na we die de din kan ni ye nyina ya no nko benkrom na ye mpewiem sei efata so mampani bi tukun a eboboa no akwati asem yi de sada na ya wonim se me ba election ho a madwina wo ho no enyansesan yo na amanyofo no na ommoaye na constitution no so emmoaye mayense isan se eto bia ka ba bosome 9 bosome 6 na ye ba beto aba na obi afiri mu ana bibia si ye se ko ba election aye de ko eden eti bi de nanka na madwene se se ehwe na eye yi a ba bia party ani bakro no wo mu no enka wo nkoye wo primaries na ye wi a nipa na ho no say o MPP ni a onomra parliament ya wie onum say ni a SAC watamale say dedan ka be batamale eswate entokwa nka be ba ho eswate aprosifo anka because tamale nka gofo betu kai e dey free house so okotwen watamale tisani abrante say okodi na otwemienu ewa kwatia nya okrom ni ho meboa uja oyere no ma akotran kwatia aho bode bo beye din sesi amam
me pe no kra be Kokrokoo amenya no
dabi
we ka say
enti sanka we kra de na nka etia ewuo na asi party mienu ntam baako ewo MPP baako wo NDC obi anko yi monko e primaries na monfa nipa baako
ya mfa no de
na nkesi but o mo ntiase o onim se IGP se ode appraisal for best say mpim num as say 5000 mpim num e kogu akwatia ombedi be na awtwe mienu nti adwuma na nka omo ye dada ansa na ye do omo koyi eso hwai
ebetwen
adwuma no betwen
allowance say de ma omo
hotels
omo yire ne omo ma ne omo kunu num ne omo ma omo ja omo ho eti ya na ye gi oye na bia man ho enam parties but MPP dim say oh ye swa enti ye ni pay ye free mu ke ye nya obi no be kan ho anke ye masa enso NDC force oh afide 2024 de ko say o kan o say enye by election ne ko na aba na eto ye na NC
he won
omo pe ba ko omo pe ba ko aka nipa dodo omo we nyina
omo tu test o
na o maka se afa de ye bromu brim mu sasa enkwan ye da na ye den no ye ko ye nim no ese ye tumi embra no ho de o Bible say me woniama nyina ho kwan de nanso nya ni nyina me ne asofo mienu me sramo no me nso maka bi nya niama ni nyina na ye ema ye eti we say nka asomdue bua oh NDC yanso yanko akotia mo amonko but nya nneɛma nyinaa na ɛtɔ da bi a sɛbea mu sɛbea mprɛduasa oyɛ ɔho gyimifoɔ na nneɛma ɛba so wɔ asomdwie mu a ɛboa na tab na so
aso
enti nipa ɛdɔɔso ɛna yɛwɔ nipa ahodoɔ mmienu yɛwɔ nipa onipa a ɔyɛ papa ɛna yɛwɔ nimpan ɛkasa biribi yɛ pan a void empty biribi anim nti yɛwɔ dampan ɛdan a biribi anim o sɛ mo nim koko kakra koko yɛwɔ numpan koko dua esi hɔ a nso nya hwee
ɛso kora flowers
ɛna yɛwɔ nimpan nipa a wodwene ho a nea ɔyɛ ɔnsa nipa bɔsɔ nte saa ɛyɛ dan na sɛ obi ɛyare oyɔnko bi yare na wakɔ hospital fa ne sɛ nurse for no de na ani ne yie koraa ɛdan na nipa dɔm ɛbɔwura hospital ayasabia obi da hɔ a bia aduro esi no so nsuo si no so obi da hɔ bia yayi no ho afɛ ne yɛba pepa no ho ne mfe sɛbe ne mfe kasa nyinaa wɔ hɔ na wo pie free hɔ no
na wo twa live
na de kyɛ sɛ onipa ban ne sɛ na bible so aka sɛ na body part sɛ ɛsɛ so nyame sɛ so no ebi ni we no eti antwa yie okɔ mess yes atɔra bi a ɔmo no kwan wɔn fa so ne nkɔfo kasa nyɛ deɛ but nya no na ma ho kwan me tie nurse no sɛ ɔsɛ ɔbaa na ne nsa no na ɔyɛ no ɔsɛ onkoyi or card boss ha sa na mo ye no ɔsɛ o sɛ ha de sɛ ɔde card ba na fe ne bo yefu na ɛkɔfa we no nyina ba na ya
ne party aba nti oduru hɔ ase hwɛ no
nya party
but what them show prof onye NDC ni da so let's get that correction especially from reverend enye prof
me kan na me say onipa
me tiase but reverend make it
na say onye party ni de tumi na okura ononko a etumi yesa ni tumi pa wo Ghana ne say
onye party and to be kutia presidential candidate ayiso
enti
eyo no asem deal with that individual not associated with the party
na me interest ye koye nim say Ghana aya ye bu ye ho say ye nimdifo ye ne abue na nneɛma nkete nipa yɛ no ɛda me yɛ hunu ne su nkete o a nipa yɛ no na suban bi a nipa no yi na di wɔ ɔman mu deɛ ɔmo nipa su no me nsuro anka meka sɛ ɛwɔ fam ɛna me nsuro sɛ ɛwɔ fam anka meka sɛ ɛwɔ akyiri ana sɛ asɛ ɔmo deɛ na to nsuo
tomu twam
anase ene nyamesuo na oni bo nipa
abobra
entamu twen
entamu atwe pa ayese tete no nam papa kam so weteza ha ne ye ne
ye ne
ye ndi na ho wa ufra sante ko ha
yeah
prof medasi anope obeni nyame nhira wate reverend nyame nhira
na men kan ho cardinal
Benzura
na me fa ke to bi nka reverend there no na won say reverend e ka say akando eko hage rap which was but that same akando oni nurse na nurse ni hye na motwem ena na oni ne nante edi nkomo ba reverend anka no yempon ha
medasi from the Dada Kasubesha from the Cardinal Mitramu Ghana's Modern Voice Chairman General Kwame Sefakai Kofi Kumbels and the Royal Baby and now one more than Fisabri akopem se premo ebeto da obi ase emamache se munya kwan eti yen na me enka mo ho
Peace FM Peace FM
Hello?
Yeah, hello, Sammy.
Yo, bro.
What's happening?
Why? What happened?
Charlie, my family just called me. They said the rains are chipping and eroding my house.
Wait, which house?
The one I just built.
Your dream family house?
Charlie, the rains are destroying it. Oh, my hard work, eroding my bregu.
Building dreams requires more than just materials. It demands a robust partnership. Introducing Gassam's new EcoCool cement, made to build your desired property while prioritizing eco-friendliness and sustainability. EcoCool guarantees great quality and sustainability with every bag. By choosing Gassam EcoCool, you are not merely selecting cement, you are investing in a sustainable nation. Today, make the sustainable choice. Gassam, the nation builder.
Etieha Colgate wobutayebi
se wobema yense nam enya apromoden na yense enya ahoden
ani wo ku wenenim na wo yensisemu
eye bibia eye adekese
Colgate about the amamremu abodiemu iyaban a wodi Colgate nyansa hunu abomu aye ebema yense nam apromodin ni yense ahoden
na o Syrian kechi
So Colgate ever for production and
what can you hear bekano
FDA adie dwedwe krato yato
Said the obetimi a check na farmer APC nsonti and why yen sa akuma
uti paiwa frakina farmer akuma APC
kaka hawa
akuma APC sisiare what possible